The seventh episode of Andor saw the triumphant return of K2SO. Well, not quite, but we did see a couple of KX series security droids the same model as K2, and I realized I've never done a video on these droids, so let's talk about them. After the Clone Wars, the Imperial Senate outlawed the creation of battle droids like the models used by the Confederacy of Independent Systems, but arms manufacturer Arakit Industries created their KX series anyway, exploiting a loophole in the law by simply labeling them as security droids. Most droids of that classification were programmed with a restriction against harming sentient life, but that was not included in the programming of the KX series. They had direct access to the Imperial datanet, which gave them excellent strategic analysis skills and also allowed them to recognize any Imperial officer at the rank of lieutenant or higher. They were capable of wielding blaster rifles or other weapons, but they were formidable opponents even unarmed. They could grapple, throw, or bash humans with little resistance. As of right now, their earliest known deployment was 5 years after the creation of the Galactic Empire. They were encountered by Cal Kestis at several Imperial installations on the planets Zepho, Ilum, and Nur. They took part in the Great Purge of Mandalore shortly before the battles of Scarif and Yavin. After the defeat of the Empire, the New Republic elected to use KX droids for its own security until they were replaced by a new model. I loved their re-emergence in Andor. Despite knowing neither of those droids would be K2SO, there's still something cool about seeing them in Cassian's vicinity. Having fought them plenty of times in Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, I have an added sense of fear surrounding them because they can be deadly. And I thought it was a nice touch that one of the droids grabs and slams one of their victims to the ground, very similar to an attack from the game. Tony Gilroy has said that if K2 appears in the series, it won't be until Season 2. I think he's playing coy. Even if K isn't in Season 1, I don't see how they could not bring the fan-favorite droid into the story. There was already a comic detailing how Cassian met K2 on the planet Wakeko along with 2 other rebel spies. While the droid attempted to arrest Cassian, the other rebels found K's power switch and shut him down. They were then able to slowly reprogram him and get him back to the rebellion. He and Cassian became a team from that point forward. I'm hoping the series covers their meeting, and I honestly would not mind if they retconned the comic to do so. That's just my opinion. I think there is a better potential story to tell. They could just keep some of the details the same, like their first encounter being on the planet Wakeko and involving a couple of other spies. Or maybe they'll skip the meeting altogether, and after one of the time jumps of Season 2, K2SO will just be part of the show. I think that would be jarring to anyone who hadn't read the comic, but there are probably ways that it could be handled well. But that's it for today. Just a quick video about the KX droids now that they're back in business. Even if K2SO's story is still a ways off, I feel sufficiently teased by having them in the series. It could be fun to have them pop up every so often, leaving us to guess if this is the time Cassian will somehow reprogram one of them. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel for all our Andor coverage, follow us on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, and consider checking out our Patreon page for our video reactions and audio commentaries for every new episode. And you can check out this playlist for all of our existing Andor content. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.